bum 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 bye rai rai ya la 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 ya la 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 la. There it is.
Baruch hu et Adonai, Hamavora.
Baruch Adonai.
Baruch Adonai, Hamavora, Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bacha banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch Atah Adonai, noten ha'torah.
וידבר אדוני אל משה לאמור דבר אל בני ישראל ויקחו לי תרומה מאש כל איש אשר ידבנו לבית תיקחו את תרומתי וזאת התרומה אשר תיקחו מאיתם זהב וכסף ונחש וכן לשרגמה ושלוש שני ושש עזים וירש אליהם מאדמים וירש נחשים ועצי שיטים.
Baruch Atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher nata lanu Torah emet v'hayei olam, nota b'tocheinu. Baruch Atah Adonai, noten ha'torah.
Amen. Simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov, simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov, simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov. Yehelanu, yehelanu. Look at them on Zoom clapping away. Yehelanu, yehelanu. Lecha Yisrael, David melech Yisrael, Chai v'kayam. David melech Yisrael, Chai v'kayam. Mazal tov.
Yamod Yisrael Chak Yonatan David Sheni.
One second. Baruch Adonai, Baruch Adonai, Baruch Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bacha banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch Adonai noten ha'torah. Amen. Shemen lamor b'samim l'shemen ha'mishcha v'liktoires ha'samim avnei sha'ayim v'avnei miluim l'ifod v'lachoshen. Vasily Mikdash, B'shachanti B'srecham, Asher Ani Mare Ischa, Eis Pavnis Hamishkan, Eis Pavnis Kol Kelab, V'chein Ta'asu. Baruch Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tocheinu. Baruch Adonai noten ha'torah. Amen.
Baruch Adonai, Lemakalam Asher B'Chabanu Mekom, Meim Natanat, Torah Baruch Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Vasu Aaron, Asher Shitim, Amosayim B'Chetzi Agai, V'Ama B'Chetzi Rakbai, V'Ama B'Chetzi Kaimasai. Betsy Pisa, Isha Zahav Tahim, Vice V'Chutz, the Tapenu Vasi, Isha La, Observe Zahav, we are tracked on Arba Tab, Zahav, Minosata, Abraham, Hamesov, Ustetava is outside, Ustetava is outside Hashinis. Rossi Sabate, I chased him, but Tibita is of Bahavi size, Habadim Batab is outside orange, I say it's orange for him, but I've ice orange, you have Badim Yasuru, Menu, נעשתה אל הריין איש עדוס אשר אתן עד לך.
ברוכת אדוני אלוהינו מלך אשר נתן את עצמת בעולם ובצלחנו ברוכת אדוני נותן התורה. Iskara Shmir, Rabbi, Dachim Savi, Mechmach Say, Bahayachon, Mechon, Chai, the whole Bait Shah, Bagalaris, Man, Craven, Amen.
Lady Hayes, man,
Yisbarach, Bishbach, Lisbar, Lisram, Isnase, Visadav, Telep, Telash, Medic Shabre, Elamiko, Brachata, Shirta, Dishbachata, Nechmata, Tamiram, Bilma, Bimru, Amen.
Yandu Amakia, Golel, הקולות, יוסף והסדינה היהודית בצורה ועשייה והסחבה. יהודית אינה פרטו והרבל, לוץ, ישראל ישראל, פנה, והצעה בטובים, והבטובים, חדווה נקרא בטובים,
יהי רצון מלפנינו ושלוש מים לכונן את בית חיינו להשיב את שכינתו בתוכנו במהרה בימינו ונאמר אמן. יהי רצון מפני אבינו שבשמיים ורחם עלינו ועל פליטתנו ולנגוע משחית מגפה מעלינו מעל כל עמו בית ישראל ונאמר אמן. יהי רצון מלפני אבינו שבשמיים לקיים בנו חכמי ישראלכם נשיכם בניכם בנותיכם תלמידיכם תלמידי תלמידיכם בכל מקומות מושבותיכם ונאמר אמן. יהי רצון לפני אבינו שבשמיים שנשמע נתבשר בשורות טובות ישועות ונחמות נקבץ נדחנו מארבע כנפות הארץ ונאמר אמן. אחינו כל בית ישראל הנתונים בצרה ובשבייה העומדים בין בים בין ביבשה המקום ירחם עליכם ויוציאם בצרה לרווחה מאפלה לאורה משיבות לגאולה אשתה בגלה בזמן קריב ונאמר אמן. יהללו את שם אדוני כי נשגב שמו לבדו un poco llorar. Es
אשרי יושבי ביתך עוד ילך הזלה The last years of a fever, a couple such a cultural weight. Banach Nuruchiam Yataviram Haya. Namasak is what it is. I don't know how she had a keen to be a grain. While it's on going, me. Well, Takarash Yoshev Tilos Yisho, Rakose Oze, Yama, Karash, and nice woman of the rest of the Ashana Ishma Kray Koli Rush, Gado Brook was an eye, mean come on. As an I'm laugh, Lelam Wed. Rubach Yedea Shimpa Kilo is Vachta to Shecha Adonai Chapes Lamantik Kistiko Yagdil Tor Biade Iskara Shmer Abba Yadi Brachakir Save Mechnaku Save Achayachon Mechon Machaydecho Beit Yisrael Bagalavis my career Bimra Amen Eshmer Abba Mubarak Velam Lamia Yes, Barak Bishbach Fitzbark Ramis Savis Salash Medik Shabrich Ela make a Brachata Shirata Tishbachata Menachmata Tomiram Biama Bimra Amen Tisquel Halafon Hatafon Hobesho Katamahan Di Bishma Bimru Amen Ishla Robin Mishma the Hamelin Baklisha Bimru Amen Oseshon Bimra Huya Seshalom Elena Baklisra Bimru Amen Alesh Bachadana Kala Nothing wrong with it. I don't know what's Menema, Bahaya Adonai, the Melech HaKalaret, Hayamahu Ye Adonai Echad, Ushema Echad, Iskira, Shmiraba, Beadi Brachikirusei, Beamich Machusei, Achayachom Echam, Bachaytucho Beit Yisrael, Agelav Isman Karib Imru Amen, Neshma Rabba Mubarak, Velem Amiyah. Yidrach, Vishbach, Vismam, Visnase, Yitada, Vitelev, Telash, Medik Shabrachu, Velamen Kobrachata, Vishirata, Tishtachata, Menachmata, Demion, Beama, Bimru, Amen. Heisham, Rabba, Mishmai, Vachaim, Elenabak, Yisra, Bimru, Amen. Ose Shalom, Bria Se Shalom, Aleinu V'Ko Yisrael, Bimru, Amen. היום יום חמישי בשבת. יחלהם חלל חיצה מיסוד תבש אשביעך יזכרה שמי רבה יום כברחי קורסי ונכון קורסי היום קרום ונכון בחי בכל בית ישראל הגלה לזמן קריב אמר אמן נשמע רב המבורך ולמר מלמיה יתברך וישבח ויתבר ושנא ושנעשה ויתזר ושלב שלוש מלך שער ברפו ולמד וחצה ושירתה תשבחתה ונחמתה ונאמר אברהם ונאמן היי שלום אבא משמע וחיים אלינו ועד כל ישראל ונאמן עושה שלום ונאמן יעשה שלום ויעשה שלום אמן.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I want to wish Ashley Chaim Arukim, wish him long life. He has Yortzeit today for his mother of blessed memory, and her name was Pesel Bat Yosef. Just also want to mention that I was saying Kaddish for a young man, Ruth Harris's son, Avram Mendel ben Mordechai Eliyahu. He was a young man standing on a tube station one day, just dropped dead. It was a terrible tragedy for his parents many years ago. And his mum has asked that we should say Kaddish for him today, so we remember him. But on to happier things, we want to wish a very big mazal tov to Sam and to Roger and Lisa and to the entire family. And it was a great start, Sam, and we're looking forward to hearing you on Shabbat. All of your brothers have celebrated the bar mitzvahs in the old shul. You are now the one who's carrying the flame forward into the new shul. So mazal tov and looking forward. And you guys have been members for a long time. We've been through all of the bar mitzvahs. It's very special. Thank you for celebrating with us always. So we have this Mishnah in which Rabbi Hanania ben Teradion says that if two people are sitting and they're not discussing matters of Torah, then something has gone wrong. They're just not being respectful towards the Torah. And the question here is, what is it that these two people are discussing? What's actually the subject matter of their discussion? Well, I suppose in these more modern times when we have instigated systems in which everybody studies either the same Mishnah each day or the same page of Talmud each day, that they sit down, find themselves sitting next to each other on the tube or whatever, and one starts to say to the other, so tell me, have you learned your page of Talmud yet today, your Daf Yomi? What did you think about this particular concept? But the truth of the matter is, that is likely to be in these sorts of communities relatively rare. Okay, so it's unlikely that you're going to be saying, you know, I saw something in the Chumash on this week's Parsha that really interested me. What do you think about the way in which the sanctuary, the Mishkan, was constructed? Do you think the wood should have been this size and that size? That's not going to be the conversation. So in a more modern context for communities of this kind, what is it when two Jewish people find themselves together in whatever situation it is, what should they be talking about? Pardon? Food? Absolutely right. What did you think of the Kiddush last Shabbos? Now that is a common denominator. That's really something to talk about. So there is a suggestion over here, a different kind of suggestion, that one can talk about whatever you want to talk about, but as you talk, there should be a real sense that we are espousing Jewish values. We're talking about the things which are important to us in terms of the quality of our lives, the things which are important for our families. And in doing so, we're not slandering, we're not talking about people, we're not saying nasty things about other people, we're not running people down, we're not looking for the negatives in life, but we have a conversation, not necessarily a higher conversation. You don't have to speak about Kant, you know, or Descartes, or, you know, great philosophers, or whatever. But the quality of conversation that we have needs to be of a kind of dignified and elevated nature in terms of a respectful conversation. And one in which if somebody were to be listening, overhearing these two people speaking, they would say, you know, these are really two very, very fine and beautiful human beings. And their language is beautiful, and the respectful way in which they speak, the topics on which they're discussing, all of that seems to indicate that there's something about these people that is just, it's not Proust, it's not low, it's not crass, it's not, you know, it's something just a little bit higher. And so you find, in a sense, not the words of Torah per se, but the values of Torah that kind of shine through in terms of our conversation. And maybe that is, in our context, what it means, that if two people are sitting together and they're not expressing the values for which we stand, then there's some kind of disconnect which has happened between the things which we see in our shuls and the things which are happening outside in the world. And the connectedness between them is what I think Rabbi Hanania ben Teradion is trying to offer to us in this Mishnah. Rabbi Hanania ben Akasha me'eretz HaKadosh Baruch Hu Zak Yisrael lefichach hier bei dem Torah mitzvah shneimar Adonai chafetz imam tzidka yagdir Torah ve'yagdir. My apologies on onliners. I just have to get home again today. I'm so sorry I haven't been with you this week, but please God next week or tomorrow at any rate. Okay.